Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Eva, and today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite topics, food. So if you're also a foodie and want to order the best Chinese food like a pro, keep watching. Alright, so with no further ado, let's dive straight into the world of delicious food. The first dish I'm going to recommend is called Squirrel-shaped Mandarin fish. This is a famous dish from Huayang cuisine and has been around for hundreds of years. As you would have inferred, this dish got its name as it has a shape that's similar to squirrel. The entire fish body is covered in golden coat and is quite fluffy compared to its original shape, with the fish tail curling up just like a squirrel tail. There are quite a few anecdotes about this dish, but I'll share my favorite one with you guys from Qing Dynasty. Emperor Qianlong once visited a small town. Coincidentally, an important ceremony was taking place. A big fish lay on the ceremony table, ready to be used as a sincere sacrifice to the god and goddess in exchange for good luck and fortune. The emperor saw the fish, and he exclaimed, "Oh, I really want to eat that fish. It looks very fresh." The local people knew that it would be extremely bad luck to eat the fish, because it's now god food. But in the meanwhile, they knew they would be killed to say no to the emperor. What should they do? Lucky enough, the smart local chef came to save the day. He decided to cook the fish in an unusual way, disguising its shape to look like a squirrel. This meant the emperor could enjoy the fish, while the god and goddess wouldn't notice their fish had been stolen. As you can see, this dish requires excellent knife skills to not break the skin and to accurately control the oil's temperature to fry the outside while not overcook the inside. Only top chefs can master this dish. In my opinion, the taste of this dish is absolutely stunning. Crispy on the outside, but remains the smooth texture of fresh fish meat inside. The sauce is sweet and sour, which blends amazingly well with the food. A perfect dish to have for spring and summer. Now you must be tempted to understand how you can say this in Mandarin, so that you can order the dish like a pro in the restaurant. Let me help you out. It is 松鼠桂鱼. 松鼠 means squirrel. 鱼 means fish. 桂鱼 means Mandarin fish. So altogether, 松鼠桂鱼. Let's try again. 松鼠桂鱼. Squirrel-shaped Mandarin fish. 松鼠桂鱼. The second dish I'm going to recommend is a noodle dish from Lanzhou. It is called Lanzhou beef noodle. Lanzhou beef noodle is very popular among Chinese people. You can have it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or for all three if you're as a big fan as me. The beauty of this dish is that the noodles are freshly handmade, from the original dough making to the noodle pulling. The entire process, from preparing to having the noodles ready to cook, can take as little as 1 minute. Pull and fold, repeating a few times. Now you might be thinking, oh, that's easy, I can do it. But actually, every step here requires years of practice and experience. For example, what's the right ratio of water and flour mix for the dough? How to make each and individual noodle to be in the same size? How to do it fast while not breaking any noodles? The inventor of the Lanzhou noodle, Ma Baozi, innovatively added plant ashes while making the dough, acting as a natural alkali, which is now widely used in the food industry. Broth is another important element to the noodles. Authentic Lanzhou noodle broth is made from beef bones, lamb liver, and multiple spices. It takes hours to create a clear broth, which is essential for a successful Lanzhou noodle. A good broth comes with strong fragrances that you can smell afar. This is a simple but beautiful noodle dish. You have everything you need in a bowl. The broth is full of flavor blended with beef slices, and the noodles are cooked al dente, soft but not mushy, offering just the right amount of resistance to the bite. The vegetables inside, spring onion, coriander, and white radish, delicately balance out the meaty broth taste. Finally, you can add some chili oil for some extra heat. I can't stress how yummy it is. So, How do you say this in Mandarin for this dish? It's actually very simple. Lanzhou, la mian. So Lanzhou means Lanzhou, and la mian. La here means pulled, and mian means noodles. La mian essentially means pulled noodles. So you put them together, you have Lanzhou la mian. If you want to be more specific, you can say 牛肉拉面, and 牛肉 here means beef. 牛肉, Lanzhou 拉面. Or you can say 兰州牛肉拉面. It means the same thing. Lanzhou beef noodle. The third dish I'm going to recommend is called red braised pork belly. This is truly a household Chinese dish, and you can almost find it in every single Chinese restaurant you go to. The earliest recipe was found in a book from the 5th century, and no one really knows the true origin of this dish. Regardless, thousands of years have passed, generations of people have come and gone, so many dishes have vanished from the history and become untraceable. But not to the red braised pork belly. It has remained on the Chinese food menu. Very solid. It all starts with picking good quality pork belly. It can't be too fatty, nor 100% fat-free. As you would imagine, there's no standard way of cooking. Almost every family and chef have their special secret. For example, some people prefer to start by putting the chopped pork belly in simmering water to remove any remaining blood and improve the taste. Some chefs like to singe the skin with a blowtorch, such that it's more suitable for slow cooking later. Also, some people add dark soy sauce and lump sugar to create the red sauce of the dish, whereas others would add red yeast rice or red fermented beet curd to make the sauce. Red braised pork belly is a dish that goes well with rice, noodles, buns, almost any main Asian carbohydrate you can imagine. I think you'll love this dish even if you're not a big fan of fatty pork. The meat is tender and soft, whereas the layers of fat will rapidly melt in your mouth. The texture is perfectly balanced between tender meat and smooth fat, with a hint of fragrant spices. So, want to know how to say this in Mandarin? 3 words. 红烧肉. 红 means red. 烧 means braised. 肉 means meat. As I said, it's so famous that you don't actually need to specify this is pork meat. All you need to say is red braised meat, and people will know what you're talking about. Let's practice again. 红烧肉. 红烧肉. Red braised pork belly. Hope you'll enjoy it. Number 4, dim sum. Most of you must have heard about Cantonese dim sum. As a matter of fact, it's probably one of the most well-known Chinese cuisines among Western foodies. Dim sum originated from Guangdong, where some older people have kept the habit of eating dim sum with tea early in the morning. A few steamer baskets, a pot of tea, a table of old friends, and some chit-chats. A morning well spent. Steamed pork bun, siu mai, shrimp dumplings, and egg custard tarts. These are the so-called 四大天王 in the dim sum world, which means the 4 kings. Egg custard tart is more of an imported gift, so I'm gonna skip this one for now. Beginning with the bun. Essentially, this is pre-made barbecue pork wrapped in sweet dough. But how to make the perfect dough? How to make the thin slices? What's the right amount of stuffing? How to wrap up neatly? Each step here requires good techniques. Once steamed, the size of the bun will grow, and you can taste the soft and sweet bun with tender pork inside. Very appetizing dish. Siu mai is an open-topped dumpling filled with ground pork and shrimp, with crab roll on top, whereas shrimp dumpling has a whole shrimp in a translucent wrapper. In a way, siu mai and shrimp dumpling are similar to the pork bun, in the sense that there are different doughs stuffed with different ingredients. Yet the textures are actually very different to each other. On the other hand, steaming helps to keep the original raw flavor of the fillings. You must try these out if you go to a dim sum place, because it's like having a feast for your taste buds, pure yet magical. how do you say these 3 dim sums in Mandarin? The first one, steamed barbecue pork bun. In Mandarin, it's only 3 words. 叉烧包. 叉烧 here means the barbecue pork. 叉烧. Bun is 包. Piece them together, you have 叉烧包. Second one, 烧麦. In Mandarin, it's 烧麦. This one is actually just a pure pronunciation translation from the Cantonese, so it's very similar but not the same. 烧麦. Number 3, shrimp dumpling. 虾饺. 虾 means shrimp. 虾饺 means dumplings. 虾饺 means shrimp dumplings. 虾饺. Okay, so let's revise all 3 together. Steamed barbecue pork bun. 叉烧包. 烧麦. 烧麦. Shrimp dumpling. 虾饺. Okay, so the final one. Before we move there, I would say for all the food I've mentioned so far, you should be able to find them in a Chinese restaurant without visiting China. However, for the next one, I'm afraid you have to travel there first. Lotus Flower crisp is a famous snack in Hangzhou. Hangzhou is a picturesque city with breathtaking views. In summer, the entire West Lake in Hangzhou is filled with blossoming lotus flowers, probably where they get the inspiration of this snack from. The cooking process itself is an art. First, the chef uses various condensed food juices to add color to the dough, then swiftly move to layer the dough slices, add stuffing, mold the dough ball, and finally put it in simmering oil. Gently and slowly, we just see this little lotus flower opening up in the water. How amazing is this? This snack goes really well with green tea. The sweet taste is just enough to offset the bitterness of the tea, while the appearance mirrors that of the blossomy lotus flowers on the lake. A delightful treat to boast your stomach and eyes. So how do you say this in Mandarin? It's very easy. 荷花酥. 荷花 means lotus flower. 花 is flower. 荷 is lotus. 荷花. 酥 means crisp. 酥. 荷花酥. This is everything for today. As you all know, there are so many Chinese dishes out there. I actually picked around 10 dishes I want to recommend. Today, I only managed to cover 5 of them. So the plan is to do another video sometime in the future. So if you like this topic and want to watch more, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!